Hey, this is Evan from Octane Electrons. We're going to check out another OBD2 scanner. It's been a while since I've looked at one of these. So we have the new THINKCAN 662 automotive diagnostic tool from THINKCAR. Done some other tools from these guys. They're always good. Have a manual. You know we don't usually read these. We're going to plug in and try it and see what we see. Thank you for your purchase. All right, let me take this off. See what we got here. First impressions, nice heavy-duty plastic case, good weight to it, which is nice. It does not feel cheap. Connector for the OBD cable, nice rubberized buttons, real positive push, and rubberized case. So I like all of that. OBD2 cable, serial to OBD2, and USB for updating, I'm sure. So, let's go over to the truck and check it out. Alright, we're going to go over here to my 2024 Jeep Gladiator. Pop that off. Plug in our cable. Oh, I'd have to switch hands here, one sec. Okay. There we go. And screw in our cable. There we go. I heard it beep, so it looks like it's powering up. Alright. Let's hop in here. Got my key in my pocket, so should be able to start up here. Let's see. Turn off my radio. Okay. Alright, so it showed us battery power set 100%. Hold the power button. There we go. Alright, powering up. And let's see what we get. So maybe it is rechargeable. I'll have to look. I figured the USB cable was for updating, but yeah, USB port there. Okay, so maybe it has an internal battery as well. That's cool. Right on. Seems like typically the plug-in style is not battery powered, but it looks like this one is. All right. Welcome. Start. Dang. Nice screen right away. Oh, let me try and switch hands here. Okay. Should be able to do a little bit better this way. Okay, first impression right away. Awesome screen. It's I hope it comes through in the camera. It's really bright. You can obtain product information, service. Okay, so they have like a chat button there. We'll connect. Sure, let's check out the. See, it should be. Looks like Android. Oh, turned off Wi-Fi. Let me go into Wi-Fi connect. All right, one sec. Let me connect. All right, connecting to the Wi-Fi. All right. Right on. Connected to our Wi-Fi, so might as well see if we've got an upgrade to run here. Alright, so we're in at the upgrade screen. It looks like lots of upgrades available. We're not going to download them all right now, so I don't have to wait. But I love that when they have Wi-Fi and easy software upgrades. Okay, oh, looks like we do have to update system software. Alright, well let me go ahead and run through the upgrades. We see there's quite a few updates available, so I'm not going to record all that. Let me run them and then we'll be right back. Okay, got all the updating done. And it does take a little bit for a new unit, so make sure you do that. From the upgrade menu, you can do the vehicle diagnostic software, maintenance software, and application software, and then I've already done it, but there was a button over here that said OTA that was the operating system upgrade. So now that I've done all those, we're up and running. Everything is updated. So let's check out our menu. From the left side, diagnose screen, we can auto search, diagnose, OBD codes, history, report. Let's go ahead and just start from the start on the diagnose screen, auto search. All right, did a scan. We'll do Chrysler. Got my VIN, Gladiator, all correct. Okay, probably going to scan through, see what modules are available. Right on, there we go. Okay, we can do an auto search. I know we don't have any codes here. This is a new truck, but please keep network connection and log in normal. Data may be inaccurate. And I know on Chrysler stuff, my Jeep has the secure gateway, I think they call it. So there's a lot of stuff you can't do with a code reader. Like you could read error codes, but you can't do two-way stuff on these without unlocking it. Yeah, sign in to unlock secure gateway through auto auth. I do not have that because it's new and I don't need to. So it's going to give us an error saying it has secure gateway. We won't be able to use it. I know that. Not going to sign in. Failed to unlock. Let's see what it'll show us. I should still be able to read error codes just fine. Not that there is any, but let's see how the menu works. Alright, there we go. Health report. No fault codes in the powertrain, no codes in transmission. Yeah, which there's not going to be, but we're going to see what all it'll query. And interesting, oh, it turned off. The beeping, it was flashing my ABS light. I've never seen that with a scanner before. 5 systems found, 0 DTCs. We know that. Should be able to generate a report, which is cool. You can save as a PDF file. Usually have a diagnostic report of any error codes generated. Always like that feature. Let's do a system scan. Again, it's going to check everything. We're not going to have any codes, but now we know every system that this can find. And now we can go in to any one of the systems since we scanned them. But I think the secure gateway module probably won't let us do much. You can see software version of each module. We can read fault codes in each module. No freeze frame data. Oops, no, we don't want to clear. Should be able to read data stream though from powertrain and all, which is nice. Let's see. Yep, so we can select different PIDs to monitor and then we can graph them, which is always an awesome feature, especially if you're trying to diagnose a problem. Right on. And check our monitors. They should all be set. Cool. So it'll show you each of the emissions monitors. So right on. Very easy menu. Again, super bright screen, easy to use. We can manually select a vehicle. We've already identified it automatically by the VIN. Okay, we don't have that connector. All right, let's back out. Okay, so auto diagnostics works as expected. Super easy to navigate. Can auto scan all the modules in the car, let you select each one. On something that's not a Chrysler, without the secure gateway, you'll be able to do a lot more, but like we talked about, can't do that on my Jeep, unfortunately. So that's through the auto search. Diagnose should let us select a particular vehicle and step in that way, telling it what year and model. OBD codes, this should just be emissions readiness, being able to tell us that all the flags are set for emissions, and just do a scan, a standard OBD2 scan to tell us if there's any codes. So, oops, I didn't mean to do all protocols. It, of course, will find it easily through the, I think, the CAN protocol. Yeah. Enter. So this would be kind of the features of your basic OBD2 scanner. Lets you check emissions readiness, select items for live data. So similar to the other way, but these are just all the basic. Go in here so we can see there. We can also see the graph move with throttle. So these are showing you all the basic OBD2 information codes. So again, easy to use. I like it. Let's see what else we got. History. View any diagnosed vehicles, so we can see what vehicles we already talked to, and what info we pulled out of them. So that's pretty cool if you're working on the same car over and over again or something. Yep, and then we're back at the menu for this car. Okay, history features, cool. I don't think I've seen that before. Diagnostic reports, we dumped one from this, so it should be right there. And you can save those as a PDF and export them, pretty cool. Feedback, you can send feedback to the manufacturer. Dollar Fix community, social media platform for car enthusiasts. I don't know, never tried it. I don't have an account. But that's built in for using the Wi-Fi. Okay, maintenance menu. Pretty cool. It's got all the special maintenance features. ABS bleed, airbag reset, battery matching, register battery after replacement, brake pad reset, DPF regen, electronic throttle adaptation, gearbox learning, anti-theft and key matching, injector coating, oil reset, steering angle reset, and TPMS reset. And then you can go in here to the menu, sort stuff for things you use often. Pretty cool. Tons of special maintenance functions. I don't need to do any here. Not going to go through any of them. Like to actually actuate them, but pretty cool. All built in. Can do a lot of good stuff with this. And let's see. Coverage list. I suppose will tell you what special functions a vehicle supports. We'll see. Maybe not. Okay, upgrade screen. We already looked at. Then we can go into more. We have settings, email address, your Wi-Fi connection, user account. You can enter your auto auth account for Fiat Chrysler, which was mine. I don't have an account with auto auth, but if I ever needed to fix something, I'd buy one. So you can save your account. Looks like there's gateways for other vehicles, Renault and Dacia. So pretty cool. You can save your accounts there. Oh, that's why my time is off. I said America, Denver. I was wondering why my time zone, or my time was showing so far off. We're definitely in the wrong time zone. Change units of measure, firmware, clear data, right on. Okay, online services, get tech support, user manual, fault code library, pretty cool to look up. List of vehicles supported, Google Chrome. So this is an Android tablet, so nice that that's all built in. And then you can rearrange your menu there. So right on. Pretty cool. This is a nice scanner. Really compact, well made, bright screen, great touch screen. Like that it has hardware buttons over on the side. You can see, you can select with those, and it's got you know, arrows, okay, and a back button. Sorry, it got dark, so it's kind of hard to see, but the screen's looking good. Anyways, really nice unit. I'm impressed with this. We'll certainly be using this again, and I hope you liked it. Definitely check out more, and hopefully we'll do some more OBD2 scanner videos soon to check them out. All right, see ya. Take care.